Perhaps there is no greater service to our communities than working with disabled youth. On this week's episode of The Big Picture, we'll meet Tidewater lawyers Dave and Kami Lanetti, who have been working with the Special Olympics for more than 15 years. Join us as we meet Dave and Kami Lanetti.
Getting to work with individuals with intellectual disabilities and watching them grow in their sports ability, grow in their ability to deal with people in the community. It's just a neat organization to be with. You never walk away unhappy with the program or what's going on. And it's a great opportunity to get out into the community and work with these folks that may not deal with people with disabilities.
And of course, like any volunteer activity, I think those who volunteer get as much, if not more, out of the program than those we think we're helping.
Dave and Kami, you have been involved for over 15 years with the Special Olympics. Let me ask you from the outset, how did you get involved?
I think I was the first one that got involved. About 17 years ago, a friend of mine came who I was doing some other volunteer opportunities with and just said, would you like to come help me out on Special Olympics? And we sort of outlasted his stay and stayed with it. I've enjoyed it ever since.
Kami, how did you follow up?
Actually, Dave came home after about one practice, so they were looking for some more coaches. And at that point, I had been coaching youth soccer, and because I was certified, that I went out to practice. We have all different levels. We have athletes that are very limited in their abilities. They're doing skill levels. They may be just doing certain types of events. We have mid-level teams. We have full-level teams. Right now, my basketball teams, I have a full-court team. I have 4 half-court teams, and I have 2 or 3 skills athletes. So it's about 30 or 40 different individuals in the basketball program right now.
But overall, the Norfolk team, if you will, is probably 80 to 100 individuals that participate in various of these sports throughout the year. Some will participate in several sports at one time, do bowling on Friday night, swimming on Wednesday night, then come out for our Saturday practice, do basketball, for instance.
So the team is sort of the overall concept or for the amalgam of leagues and individual sports that go, and for that. You also coach what I would normally consider a team of the 6, 8, 10 kids in an individual sport. Tell me a little bit about that.
We're always trying to find additional coaches, and unfortunately we're always a little bit lacking. We reach out to the various high school programs. The military down here in Hampton Roads is a great source as well, but we simply don't have enough volunteers. So yeah, in addition to running the overall Norfolk team, I run the full court basketball team. Kami does one of the half court teams during a given season as well.
I serve as Vice Chair of the Board of Directors for Special Olympics Virginia. In that capacity, I'm dealing with the policy issues and the bigger organizational issues. And of course, as a lawyer and working as in-house counsel for a city, I'm very familiar with a lot of the organizational issues, the policy issues, and the funding issues. Also, I think my skills in learning to publicly speak, in there I'm able to get up and speak on behalf of the organization pretty quickly on some of those areas. And I've been able to train some of the athletes to do public speaking on that. In addition, I think as lawyers, we bring a lot to organizations because we're known entities. We're people that somebody recognizes in the community. So if I get up and speak about Special Olympics, there's a good chance somebody's going to talk to me about it or might be willing to make donations or offer services that we might not otherwise get. And I think when you are a lawyer and you're a known figure in the community, you have that obligation to take your skills out so that other people could see what you're doing and join in with you.
The Lanetti family seems to have had pretty full-time devotion to this wonderful organization. However, that's not as far as it goes. You are involved with other coaching, other organizations. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the other things you do? I know the NEST program you were involved with. Tell us a little bit about those things.
Just finished that last week. NEST stands for Norfolk Emergency Shelter Team. It's a program in the community where the churches take turns during the week to shelter the homeless people. This is not a government-run program. It's purely done on a volunteer basis. So for 1 week, we go out at 6 o'clock at night. We pick up about 50 or 60 of the homeless folks. We bring them into the church. We feed them. We care for them during the night, and we return them downtown. It's a set program that runs between Thanksgiving and Easter every year here in Norfolk.
It's a great opportunity to get people from the church to come out and volunteer, but you need someone with really organizational skills above par, and Kami's the one that's headed that program for the church for 15 years, really coordinating that whole week, and she probably puts 100 to 200 hours in just to support that 1 week. But it's a great program, and I think Kami even mentioned this year, one of the real satisfactions is every morning when the guests left the church, they really genuinely thanked those that were volunteering, which I think is really good.
Well, my job as a city attorney, one of the areas we handle is foster care, and I've done that for a better part of 20 years now. after getting into that for a while, I'm in the role of taking children away from their families, working with the families, trying to get the children placed with someone else. I wanted to do something a little bit different, and we knew we were good parents, so about 1992-93, we got certified to be foster parents, which brought a whole new perspective on, what I do on one side. I'm in court one day taking children away from them, and then I'm at home with those same children trying to teach them the basic things that they need to learn. I'm right there doing the visitations with their parents, the doctor's appointments, going to court with them. It brings a whole different perspective to where I'm sitting as an attorney in court. I know what these families are going through because I'm sitting there at home with their kids at night dealing with it. I think it's really taught us a whole lot. You bring in children into your home that have been so neglected and missed so much of their lives. It really brings a different perspective on your parenting skills.
We probably had 10 to 15 foster kids over the years, some for as long as a year. Actually, we ended up adopting one of our daughters that we had in foster care prior to that. So it's been a real rewarding program, but obviously a program that's very needed, and they're always looking for foster parents.
Dave and Kami, thank you for taking some time today. The Citizen Lawyer is alive and well in Tidewater, Virginia. I appreciate all you do for the various organizations and the good work that you do. You are very much an honor to our profession. Virginia is for good lawyers. Next time, we'll conclude this year's series of The Big Picture by traveling to Alexandria, where we'll witness an extraordinary program and meet an extraordinary judge who helped get this project off the ground. See you next time on The Big Picture.